محمد عدد
Akıbetleri hayrola. Âli esbâzı tahiret evladı Resulü Eshab bütün efendilerimizin sair enbiya-i izam ve Resulü Fihan haziratın ervâ şereflerine Pirimiz Bilal Habeş radıyallahu anh efendimizin ve alel husus bu caminin valisi ve bugüne kadar içerisinden gelmiş geçmiş imam mezun kayyumlarının ve kahve ehli imanın ervahı sahibi Seyyid Abdülkerim el-Turrusi Rabbani Hazretleri için Allah rızası için El Fatiha. Euzu billahi mineşşeytanirracim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. İnnallâhe ve melâiketehu yusallûne alen nebi. Ya eyyühellezîne âmenû sallu aleyhi ve sellimû teslîmâ. Allahümme salli ala seyyidina Muhammedin ve ala ali seyyidina Muhammed. Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber. Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber. Eşhedü en la ilahe illallah. Eşhedü en la ilahe illallah. Eşhedü enne Muhammeden Resulullah. Eşhedü enne Muhammeden Resulullah. Hayya aleyhisselam. Hayya aleyhisselam. Hayya aleyhisselam. Hayya aleyhisselam. Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber. La ilahe illallah.
Elhamdülillah, elhamdülillah. Elhamdülillahi Rabbil alemin. Ve salatu ve selamu ala Resulina Muhammedin ve ala alihi ve sahbihi ecmain. Nahmedullah Teala ve nestağfiru ve neşhedü en la ilahe illallah vahdehu la şerike leh. Neşhedü enne seyyidina Muhammeden abduhu ve habibuhu ve resuluh sallallahu aleyhi ve ala alihi ve ezvacihi ve sevvi tabi'i khulefâ raşidin ma'adin min ba'di. Ve zelmeti ala tahkik, hususen minhum alameti khulefâ rasulü ala tahkik. Umara'l mu'minin Hazreti Ebu Bakr, Umar, Osman ve Ali ve ala bakiye sahabe tabi'in ridvanullah Teala aleyhim ecmain. Ya eyyuhel mu'minul hazirun. Yetekullah Teala ve ati'innallaha mellezine tekvellezine hum muhsinun. Elhamdülillahi Rabbil alemin. Ve salatu ve selamu ala eşrafil enbiya ve mursalin. Seyyidina Mevlana Muhammedin ve ala alihi ve sahbihi ecmain. All praises are due to Allah, Lord of the universes. All praises be to Allah who has sent down upon his servant the book and has not made therein any crookedness. He has made it straight to warn of severe punishment from him and to give good tidings to the believers who do righteous deeds, that they will have a good reward in which they will remain forever. Sadaqallahul Azim. Ya Allah, bless and grant peace and blessings on our Master Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, the Prophet of judgment and wisdom, the radiant lamp endowed with great character, the seal of the messengers, guest of the Mi'raj, and bless his family and companions and followers, the travelers on his straight path. And may peace and blessings be upon the Khulafa Rashidin, Sayyidina Siddiq al-Akbar, Sayyidina Faruq al-Azam, Sayyidina Zul Nurayn, and Sayyidina Shah Merdan, and all those who follow them until the last day. Ya ayyuhal mu'minun, O believers, welcome to you on this holy day of Jummah, in the last Jummah of the month of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, the month of Sha'ban. Welcome to those who ran in the way of Allah in the month of Rajab and Sha'ban, and who are making the prayer, Ya Allah, bless us in Rajab and Sha'ban, and let us reach to Ramadan. Welcome to those who have been preparing to welcome the honored guest that is about to arrive at our doorstep, the Sultan of the months, Shahru Ramadan. O believers, we begin with the advice that the best of creation, Sayyidina Mawlana Muhammad ﷺ, used to give to the people at the end of Sha'ban. He's saying, alayhi salatu wasalam, O people, a mighty month has cast its protective shield to shade you. A blessed month, a month in which there is a night that is better than 1,000 nights, a night that is better than 1,000 months. Allah has made fasting in this month obligatory, and the standing up for late night prayer, tahajjud, voluntary. If someone seeks to draw near to their Lord by setting just one example of good manners, or performs just one religious obligation, that person will be exactly the same as someone who performs 70 religious duties during all the other months of the year. It is the month of patience, and the reward for patient endurance is the garden of paradise. It is a month of charity and sharing, and it is the month in which the sustenance, the risk of the true believer is increased. So if someone provides an iftar for a person who is keeping the fast, they will result in forgiveness for his sins and his freedom from the fire of hell. The person who gives will also be granted a reward equivalent to that earned by the person who receives his generosity, but without anything at all being deducted from the reward due to the second person. Some people, after hearing this, said to the Rasulullah ﷺ that they were not in a position to feed anyone, to give iftar to anyone. So the Holy Prophet ﷺ said, Allah will grant this reward to anyone who gives some kind of iftar food to a person who is keeping the fast, even if it is only a dried date, a drink of water, or a cup of watered down milk. It is a month, the beginning of which is a mercy, the middle of which is forgiveness, and the last part of which is freedom from the fire of hell. So if a master lightens the burden borne by his servant in this month, Allah will forgive him and grant him freedom from the fire of hell. During the course of this month, you must develop 4 practices and repeat them frequently. 2 of them are practices by which you will earn your Lord's good pleasure, while the other 2 are practices that you simply cannot afford to do without. As for the 2 practices by which you will earn your Lord's good pleasure, we are repeating that there is no ilah except Allah, to say La ilaha illallah, and begging Him for forgiveness. As for the 2 that you simply cannot afford to do without, they are begging Allah to grant you the garden of paradise and asking protection with Him from the fire of hell. If someone provides a satisfying iftar meal during this month for a person who is keeping the fast, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give that person a drink from my pond of Kawthar, after which he will never feel thirsty again. Ya ayyuhal mu'minun, O believers, this is the advice of the Holy Prophet ﷺ that he is giving to us as Ramadan is about to enter. This month is an honored guest. The believers, they have worked hard during the months of Rajab and Sha'ban to fight against their ego, to clear the weeds and the garbage from their hearts, to plant the good seeds that are pleasing to their Lord and to water those seeds. Inshallah, now that the month of Ramadan is about to approach, the time is going to come to harvest those fruits that have been planted and tended to in the last 2 months. The fruits of Ramadan, they must show that the person is becoming more obedient, having more manners, and having more cleanliness. Those are the fruits that we are looking for. But today's 21st century Muslims, they have run to corrupt even the month of Ramadan. Instead of showing the fruits of obedience and pleasure to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they are bringing the fruits of disobedience, arrogance, and egoism, bringing them to the market and fooling people to believe that they are selling the fruits of Ramadan. Believers must not be fooled. In this 21st century now, we find a new fitna. People have turned Ramadan into a Christmas season. People are using Ramadan for complete commercialism. They are saying, these 21st century Muslims, all 2 billion of them are celebrating Ramadan at the same time, so we must take that spirit of Ramadan and use it to collect some money and to fill our pockets. So we see strange things we have never seen before. We see in the Muslim world that they are having television programs after the iftar time, where they are having mixed gatherings and game shows and quiz shows, staying up all night until the sahur time, wasting the precious moments of Ramadan in chasing the dunya. We see in the Muslim world that they produce television shows especially for Ramadan, because they know that after iftar people are just going to be so stuffed from overeating that they are just going to sit in front of the television and watch. We are seeing in the masjids that the leaders of those masjids who sit on the leadership board, they are saying Ramadan is the time to make money. So let's keep the Jamaat here and to fundraise. They stop the Taraweeh prayers and say, if you want to continue the Taraweeh, we have to raise $1 million right now. Otherwise, we're not going to start. This is happening everywhere. This is Ramadan. This is the fruits of Rajab and Shaban that we have been preparing and talking about for months. Definitely not. If you want to see what Ramadan is, if you want to see what celebrating Ramadan with the happiness that comes from Allah and His Prophet is, then look to the friends of Allah. Because they are teaching us for 1400 years what Allah and His Prophet ﷺ want from us. And they went to every people and every civilization on the face of this earth. And they taught the people in their own language, in a way that they could understand, how to act in a way that was pleasing to Allah and His Prophet. The friend of Allah that has been sent to guide us, Sahib al-Saif, Shaykh Abdul Karim al-Kibrisiya Rabbani, Qadasullah Sir, he's teaching us how to celebrate Ramadan properly. Saying, the month of Ramadan, the month of fasting, the month of giving zakat, the month of giving charity, the month of sharing, the month of getting together and to enjoy the prayers, the month of getting together to eat the rizq of Allah together. Preparing different dishes and to eat together. This is the month. This month in reality is forcing us to live like that and to be able to carry the other months also in the same way. And then when people become familiar to each other, then they start loving and respecting each other. Then you cannot find problems anymore. The problems will go away. And if someone has a problem, the other one has a solution. And if that one does not have the solution, then another one has the solution. Otherwise, look what happens. The whole world has turned into a hell. Everyone has everything today, but they are not sharing anymore. Nobody is sharing anything. Everyone is sitting in their own house and they are not happy. So Ramadan is a time not just for us to build our relation with Allah and His Prophet ﷺ, but a time for us to build our community. To build our community, to build strong relationships between our brotherhood and our Jamaat. Because Ramadan is a time for us to be spending time together and not to be alone. The Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying, Shaitan is with the man who is alone, but he is very far away from the two people who are together. And being together for the sake of Allah, it is an obligation for the people of Tariqat. Shaykh Ali Hujwiri Qadasullah Sir is saying, being alone is deadly for the murid. The principle of the people of Tariqat in companionship, in sohbat, is they should treat everyone according to their degree. They treat the old people with respect, like fathers. They treat the people of the same age like brothers. They treat the young people with affection like children. They run away from hate, envy, and bad feelings. In companionship, it is forbidden to speak evil of the person who is not there or to behave dishonestly. And the friends of Allah, they speak the truth. So during this month of Ramadan, let us make the intention to practice that type of Jamaat. The type of Jamaat that our Shaykh is building in this community. We should make our Ramadan to be a month of charity. We should make our Ramadan to be a month of sharing. We should make our Ramadan to be a month of helping others. We should make our Ramadan be an Ottoman Ramadan. Because the holy Ottomans, they were keeping the Ramadan holy and happy and spreading joy to the people that was pulling the pleasure of Allah and His Prophet. Our Shaykh Abdul Karim al-Kibrisi Rabbani, he is an Ottoman. And he is the servant of the most generous. And if we know about our Ottoman grandfathers, we know that they were also servants of the most generous. During the month of Ramadan, the sultans used to keep their doors open for the whole month so that people could walk in and have sahur and iftar without asking any questions. And the rich people, they used to put gold and silver coins in the shape of food in the bowls that they would give to the poor, so that they would give the charity in a secret way without anybody knowing. Because the Ottomans, they understood that it is the host who is taking benefit from the presence of their guest, and they were thanking the guests for honoring them. During Ramadan, the Ottomans would open and make ziyarat of the Hirkai Sharif that the Holy Prophet ﷺ wore during the Mi'raj, and they would spend the month pleasing their Lord. Inshallah Rahman, as believers, as murids of the Osmanli Naqshbandi way of Shaykh Abdul Karim al-Kibrisi Rabbani, we should make the intention to make our Ramadan an Ottoman Ramadan. We are going to play the drums, and with our heart we are going to say Ramazan geldi, hoş geldi. Inshallah Rahman, if we honor this month, we are the winners. If we ignore it and spend it in ghaflat, we will lose. Shaykh Maulana Muhammad Nazim al-Haqqani Qadasasir is saying, this is our best month of the year. Allah Almighty is giving mankind a last chance. Believers in particular should take care to clean themselves and to ask for forgiveness and divine support. We may be a handful of people who do not have armies or navies or fleets or air forces or rockets or missiles. We don't have anything but prayers to praise the Lord Almighty Allah. Don't be like dry trees. Spring is coming now. It means life will come back to the trees if they haven't dried. Dry trees cannot get anything. We are now in a holy season. Let it affect your heart. Whoever does not feel it must cry, because they will be like dry wood, which will be cut and put into the fire to burn. If you do not feel anything in this holy month, something will come to cut you, to finish you. May Allah give us good feelings so that we may smell the divine will which is raining from heavens and going around the whole world. Amin. Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah lazim lazim. La ilaha illa huwal hayyul qayyum wa atubu ilayh. Tawbatan nasuha. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد يحيي كل شيء قدير. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد يحيي كل شيء قدير. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد يحيي كل شيء قدير. لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك كنت من الظالمين. لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك كنت من الظالمين. لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك كنت من الظالمين. سبح قدوس ربنا رب الملائكة والروح. سبح قدوس ربنا رب الملائكة والروح. سبح قدوس ربنا رب الملائكة والروح. İnne dina indallahil İslam. İkamet salat.
Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber. Eşhedü en la ilahe illallah, eşhedü en la ilahe illallah. Eşhedü enne Muhammeden Resulullah, eşhedü enne Muhammeden Resulullah. Hayyâle selâ, hayyâle selâ, hayyâle felâ, hayyâle felâ. Kad ikamet selâ, kad ikamet selâ. Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber.